So, in the first two Dashakams, we have already seen wherein Bhattatri talks about the greatness of Bhagavan, what is divinity, who is the supreme, and so on. And then further in Dashakam 2, he talks about Rupa Madhuryam, the beautiful form of Bhagavan, and he describes the form, right? Now, in Dashakam 3, he talks about Bhakti Prarthana. Now, what is this Bhakti Prarthana? Wherein he prays to Bhagavan saying that now I know who is the divine, who is Bhagavan, what is supreme. I know the form of the Lord. Now I need to show bhakti. I need to do my worship towards Bhagavan. So here the poet Bhattatri, he is suffering from that grave illness. He is in lot of pain, and that's when he cries out. He first, in the initial part of Dashakam 3, he describes a true bhakta, who is a true devotee. He describes about that, and further he cries to Bhagavan to cure him of this disease. Now, the disease which Bhattatri was suffering, it is said that you cannot even move the limbs of your body a bit. It is that painful. So just imagine the plight of Bhattatri there, and in that plight he has written this divine text of Narayaneeyam as a samarpanam to Bhagavan, and he cries out to Bhagavan in every Dashakam and in many shlokas that you please cure me of this illness. And he says that even if you cure me, that will only enable more and more bhakti in me. More bhakti will grow in me. I will be able to worship you more nicely. That is the only prayer which Bhattatri has for Bhagavan. Pathanto namani. So Bhattatri starts the Dashakam by saying that Bhagavan, may I chant Pathanto namani, may I chant your namas alone, may I always meditate upon your form, may I always listen to your glories, Kathayanto Gunakataha, may I always listen to your stories, your glories alone, may I drown myself in divine joy that is there, which we get by listening to your stories, by chanting your namas and so on, because Dhanyan Manye, only lucky people, only those people on whom you shower your grace, they are only blessed with all these things, that is, all their wishes are fulfilled. They will only be drenched in the river of bhakti. Gadaklishtam kashtam. But I also want to experience all this, but because I am suffering from this grave disease that is there, my mind is continuously occupied by that thought. Now, a simple example, even if we have, say, a minor cold also or a headache, our mind gets distracted, right? Or maybe we just get hurt somewhere. You are just walking around in the house only, something just pierces all of a sudden. Maybe let it be even a small safety pin that is there. It causes pain, right? At least for a few seconds. Now, forget few seconds, for few hours also. Some people have this habit, right? Little also they get hurt, they'll get so much tensed or so, they'll keep thinking about the same thing again and again. So just imagine now the grave illness of Bhattatri. So automatically my mind that is there is continuously thinking about that illness only. Therefore I am not able to focus upon you, I am not able to show my bhakti towards you, Bhagavan. So I have become disinterested also of in offering prayers to you, because I am in constant pain, right? So when I am in pain, my mind does not feel. Now even for people like you and me also, when our mind is fresh, whenever we are cheerful, whenever we are positive, at that time only we feel like doing things, right? It's not only bhakti, let it be anything. If our mind is not proper, or say like there's a small cold or a headache or I've got hurt somewhere, we don't feel like doing anything. Why? Only if my mind is proper, only then I'll feel like doing things. So therefore I also want to get drowned in divine joy. So therefore Bhagavan, please show Bada Vishnu Kurudayam, please show some mercy on me, please show some karuna on me, so that I can spend my time in a place meditating upon your lotus feet, and let me Gayam Kuhachana Vivatsyami Vijane. Let me spend my time in always contemplating upon your divine feet, and let me always enjoy that thought. If I am always in bhakti, if I am always thinking about you also, the other worries that keep coming in, they will not seem to be that important. Next shloka 3. Things that seem to me Kripa te jata, if your kripa, if your grace is there, Bhagavan, chet kimiva nahi labhyam tanubritam. Even things that seem to be impossible, they can also be attained if your kripa drishti is there. Therefore, that's why we always say, right, life is not predictable at all. Or many times, each one of us, we have our own experiences. We say, I don't know how it happened. It was just a miracle, or my life changed altogether. Was a turning point in my life. Why do we say such things? Or many times we say, I don't know how it happened, but just things changed all of a sudden. So, therefore, Bhagavan's Karuna, if it is there, even the impossible things also can become possible. Let us take the example of Narayaneeyam only. Maybe for many of us, we would have felt that Narayaneeyam is a text I cannot learn at all, or maybe the book was lying in my house, or I would have not even heard about this text. But with Bhagavan's Karuna that is there, whenever we learn Narayaneeyam, or it can be any other text, one thought which always should be there is we must never ever think and feel that I am doing something. Self interest is one thing which should be kept aside, but apart from that, if today we are chanting Narayaneeyam or any other thing that you do, now let us take the example of Narayaneeyam. It is nothing but sheer mere Karuna of Bhagavan, Bhagavan's grace alone. He has chosen us to chant this text. We can never ever say that no, I like it, or I just got a chance, I didn't have anything else to do in life, so therefore for some time I'll come and for half an hour, 45 minutes or so, let me do some time pass here and there, let me see what happens. It will not come that way. It does not happen that way, right? If we have to while away time, there are crores of things that are there in this world to do. There are millions of people who are there in this world to do, who are there around in this world. But out of those millions and crores of people, not everyone is getting this thought, right? If today we are all assembled together, we are all learning this text of Narayaneeyam, we are listening to the glories of Narayaneeyam, it is that interest, right? Maybe for half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, our minds are here. Though there are other thoughts that are running in, we all have our own sets of difficulties, worries, job, work, responsibilities, all that is one side. But if we have all come together and listening to his nama, singing about his glories, listening to his stories, that is nothing but his Karuna alone. Bhagavan has chosen us, that out of crores of devotees who are there, let me pick a few bunch, let them chant my nama, let them chant this divine text of Narayaneeyam, let them be blessed with my grace. So therefore, if Bhagavan's grace is there, even the impossible things, or even things which maybe we would have thought I will never ever be able to do in life, that also will be attained. So here Bhattatri tells the same thing, Kripa te jata chet. At the same time, if Bhagavad Kripa is not there, even a leaf also cannot move. How much ever you put in efforts, you might put in efforts, that doesn't mean we stop putting in efforts. But if something is not meant, or something that we are going to do is wrong also, or many times we get these experiences, right? Good, such a thing did not happen that day. So if say today for example something is not happening as per my will, maybe 10 years later I realize good, that thing didn't happen 10 years back. Maybe if it would have happened, it would have led to some other problem. So we say, right, no, Bhagavan saved me. Good that things did not happen the way I willed. So if something is not happening as per our wish, we must consider that maybe Bhagavan does not want this for me to happen. It is his will. But if good things are happening, that is also Bhagavan's will only. So Bhattatri says, even the impossible things become possible with the Kripa Kataksham of Bhagavan. All the troubles can be removed easily. So, O Lord of Guruvayur. Now here little Bhattatri, he is like us. Nakeke lokesmin anishamai shoka bhirahita. Many times what happens is we make a comparison, right? Except me, everyone in this world is happy, right? All the dukkhas, all the problems, all the difficulties are put upon me only alone. Many times we feel this, right? And it's not wrong. In times of difficulty, human tendency happens, right? Everything seems to be negative around us. Everything seems to be problematic, right? So at that time we feel, see, they are doing all kinds of wrong things, still they are very happy. I am doing everything good, still I am only suffering. This thought definitely comes in all of our minds. But Bhattatri says, so like that, Bhattatri here, of course, there is no comparison between Bhattatri and us, but like a common person, like a common bhakta, Bhattatri makes the statement saying that, O Lord of Guruvayur, you are the one who have removed the troubles, who have removed the difficulties of many devotees. So you need to bless me with a life which is full of bhakti towards you. There should be no sorrow and I should be able to attain moksham. Muktaha bhavad bhakta mukta sukhagati masakta vidadate. Next shloka 4, Dashakam 3. Muni Praudharudha. He says, Bhagavan, there have been many devotees in this world like Narada and so on. They have always traveled with you. Narada is always known for chanting Narayananamam. They have been very healthy. They were always thinking about your feet only, and that's when they keep drowning, it seems, in this ocean of joy. And whenever they are traveling as per their wishes, that is, they are always traveling along with you, they are always chanting your namas or so, what else do they need? They are always blessed with peace only. Similarly, bhavad bhakti spita, Bhattatri says, I strongly believe that if there is bhakti in my mind towards you, that should always keep on increasing, so that definitely I will be able to overcome my sorrows that are there. All my sorrows will go away. And this is nothing but Vyasavakyam. Nached Vyasasyokthe Stavacha Vachanam Nai Gamavacho. Now that is the Veda Vakyam, the sayings that are told in the Vedas, the words of Vyasacharya, and your words, Bhagavan, they all become equivalent in this world. That is why when we say Vyasa Vakyam or Veda Vakyam or Bhagavat Vakyam, or Guru Vakyam, when we use these words, that means there is nothing which can be opposed. A Guru has said something, Bhagavan has said something, Vedas have said something, Vyasacharya in the sense Puranas or whatever Vyasacharya has compiled and composed, all that, there is nothing which we can cross over and go about. So just as Vyasacharya says this, similarly whatever they have told in this world, that is something which is followed in all the worlds, right? Something has been told in the Vedas. The Shrutis or the Vedas are the base of our knowledge, right? Base of our dharma. Something has been told in the Vedas, we don't go and oppose that. That becomes the final. Similarly, my devotion. Here Bhattatri makes a comparison. He says that similarly, just as Veda Vangmaya, people believe and there is no argument over that, or in Vyasa Vakyam, similarly, I believe that if the devotion in my mind towards you keeps on increasing, then certainly you will remove all my sorrows. Next, Bhavad Bhakti Stavat Pramukha Madhura. Shloka 6, Bhattatri says, my devotion towards you is full of madhuryam, is full of sweetness alone. In the middle, all the sorrows, they vanish completely, and in the end also, one is blessed with divine joy and has very, you can say, his mind becomes clear. There have been a lot of doubts here and there, but he is blessed with wisdom. There is a lot of clarity. Apart from this, Kimataf prarthyam aparam. What else do I need, Bhagavan? If I am able to attain peace of mind, if I am able to show a lot of bhakti towards you, if my mind is free from all kinds of negativity, what else do I need to ask from you? There is nothing else that is there. Further, Viduya Kleshan me, very very important and beautiful shloka number 7, Dashakam 3. Viduya Kleshan me. Bhattatri comes to the point. Bhagavan, please cure my diseases. That's it. I don't want to speak more now. I spoke a lot about bhakti, how a bhakta should be, how a devotee should be. Now, Viduya Kleshami. My point is, you please cure my devotees, so that Kuru Charana Yugmam Dhritarasam, so that my legs can travel and visit your temples. Bhavat Kshetra Praptau. I can reach your kshetras, I can reach your temples. Karamapi Chate Pujana Vidau. That is, my hands should be able to worship you. I should be able to do puja adi karmas for you. Bhavan Murtyaloke Nayanam. You bless my eyes properly so that I am able to seek your purity darshanam. Padatulasi parigranam. I should have a good smelling power. My nose can smell. It should always enjoy the scent of the tulsi patram that are offered to your feet. Shravanam apite charu charite. My ears should function properly so that they are able to hear and enjoy your soulful stories that are there. So in general, Bhattatri prays that all my body parts and all my mental and physical abilities should be intact, so that ultimately bhakti only will increase. Now here Bhattatri shows a path wherein whatever we ask from Bhagavan also, if it is there for the purpose of bhakti. Like here Bhattatri says, my feet should be proper so that I can visit your temples, my eyes should be proper so that I can seek your beautiful darshanam, and so on. When he says, there also bhakti is there. There is something which is a selfless motive behind what Bhattatri has asked. Prabhuta Divyadi. Bhattatri says, Bhagavan, please fill my mind, which is troubled, it is confused with a lot of stress that is there. Physically, lot of diseases are coming in. You please give me your darshanam. So with your pretty form that is there, I'll attain happiness. My eyes will be able to shed happy tears. My hairs on my body will stand erect. You please help me. Yatha vismaryasam, you please help me. Even if I am not able to be cured immediately, at least help me in forgetting these diseases that are there, so that I will be able to concentrate upon you. Duru pashama pida paribhavan. If I am able to forget all these diseases, if I am able to be cured from all these diseases, automatically all my worries will go away. Marudgehadisha. Now here again Bhattatri is like us, human tendency. Marudgehadisha tvai khalu paranchopi sukhinaha. How come Bhagavan, people who never bother about you, who never even think about you, how come they are sukhinaha? How come they are happy? While I am your devotee, bhavat snehi soham subahu paritapye chakimidam. Meaning, how come I, being such a great devotee, how am I suffering from this with extreme and great sorrow? Therefore, Bhagavan, you, Kamsa Damana, you are the one who have killed Kamsa, you are the one who fulfills the wishes of your devotees. If, now here Bhattatri is like challenging Bhagavan. Of course, we should not take it in a negative aspect, but Bhattatri, he challenges Bhagavan saying, Akirtihi, if you do not cure me, people are going to talk ill about you only, Bhagavan, because you are the one who killed Kamsa, you are the one who have freed the entire world from all kinds of sorrows. So if you are not going to free me from my illness, you are only going to lose fame. Your kirti is only going to go away. So don't do that. Bhavat bhaktotamsam jhatiti kurmam kamsadamana. So immediately, quickly just free me from my illness so that I can become one of your greatest bhaktas, and also you will not get any kind of negative fame that is there. This shloka, again a very very beautiful shloka, shloka number 9, wherein Bhattatri talks to Bhagavan as if Bhagavan is his friend, is his sakha also. So this is something which is very very important. Many times what happens is, now for most of us, you see, here nobody is correct or nobody is wrong, right? Many times as young children also, we are told few things, right? Do this, if you don't do this, Bhagavan will come, he'll cut your ears, he'll poke your nose, this, that, such things are told, right? Of course not with a negative impact, but just to develop that bhakti, like do this, otherwise if you're doing something wrong, Bhagavan will come and hurt you. That's when we become God fearing, right? Oh, if I don't do this, Bhagavan will come and give me this punishment. If I don't do that, Bhagavan will do this to me. Bhagavan is not that way. This should not happen at all. It is not God fearing that we need to make people. It should be God friendly. Like here, Bhattatri tries to teach this value only in this shloka, right? Wherein he speaks to Bhagavan saying that like a friend, he says, you please come and cure me. If you are not doing that, everyone is happy, I am not happy at all. You are causing trouble only to me. And if you are not able to cure me from this illness, is again people are going to talk ill about you. So don't do that. You please come and help me, right? So when we speak like this to people whom we are close with, right? And Bhagavan came and listened to Bhattatri, right? So if we also have this tendency, I am not saying that we sit and just while away, this is wrong, that is wrong. We are just talking about all our difficulties only with Bhagavan. But we can talk about our sukhas, our dukkhas, everything. So whenever we have this tendency of God friendly nature that is there, automatically bhakti develops. And whenever we have to explain this also to the next generation, to young children also, it becomes very easy, right? No, 100 years back my grandfather told me this way, today also I'll tell my grandchild the same way. The grandchild will not even look at you, right? It's not the problem of the grandchild, it is our way of explaining things. No, I never questioned my grandparents, I never questioned my parents. How come my child is questioning me? You did not question your parents, doesn't mean that the next generation will not question you, right? So the point is, we need to make people God friendly that is there and not God fearing, because our dharma at all times, it does not force you at all. It's your choice completely to believe. No, my child is not believing in God, nothing is happening that way. It is their choice, right? And it's not even God that is there. Everyone has to by default believe that there is some supreme energy. We term it as God, we term it as Bhagavan, or you term it as anything. There are many things which are beyond our control, right? Everyone lives in Shraddha only. How much ever we say, no, I don't have faith, I don't have Shraddha. Our life is full of that, right? At 9 o'clock also I am going to leave for work. I'm hoping, right? Now it is, time is say 8 o'clock or so, okay? 8:01, I don't know whether I'm going to breathe, right? But still 9, I'm going to leave for work. How I made this statement? Shraddha, faith, right? I'm believing, okay, next 1 hour I'm going to breathe, I'm going to get ready, I'm going to go, right? But actually, there is no guarantee whether the next minute also I'm going to breathe. So, life, and that's whenever we are hoping or making plans, this is nothing but faith that we have. And that's when we know that there are many things which are beyond our control. That's when Shraddha comes in. That's when we know there is some supreme divine power whom we call as Bhagavan, Guru, through various names and so on. Right? So here Bhattatri tries to speak about this very, very important aspect that is there of having Shraddha and developing this God-friendly nature towards Bhagavan. Shloka number 10. Kimuktair bhuyo bhes. He says, you are the one, O Lord, who blesses everyone, who fulfills the devotees, wishes of your devotees. Then what is the point in just talking now? Last 9 shlokas I am talking about you. So now let me do one thing. Till you show your grace towards me, I will stop all my complaints. Purav klipte pade varadatava neshyami divasan. So now let me do one thing. Let me not just keep blabbering. You are not doing this, you are not doing that. Because in the previous 1-2 shlokas, Bhattatri is saying, right, you are blessing everyone except me and so on. That's the reason here Bhattatri says, okay, I am almost fine. Let me not blabber and keep complaining. I will continue to pray to you at your feet. Nyaya Shakti Vyaktam. Yatha Shakti Vyaktam Natinuti Nisheva Virachayan. Let me spend my days in front of you at your feet that are there in front of me. So that's when the next Dashakam onwards, Bhattatri feels that just simply blabbering and complaining alone will not work. Maybe now, let me talk about a few philosophical topics that are there. Maybe Bhagavan will get pleased by that. That's the reason he does Ashtanga Yoga, Virat Purusha, Varananam and so on. Srishtikaranam. He talks about that topics. Then later he feels that, okay, now let me talk about a lot of avatars that are there. So like this, that's how the entire 100 Dashakams are done. And at the end of the 99 Dashakam, Bhagavan finally gives Saksha Darshanam in the 100th Dashakam. Right? So Bhakti Prarthana ends in Dashakam 3. Towards the end of Dashakam 3, Dashakam 4, Bhattatri starts with Ashtanga Yoga Paddhati.